if we can't solve war, we can't solve climate change by geoengineering.
Oh, shit. Excuse me.
So,
Oh, this
so
is good.
as the non-scientist here, could you explain? I mean, I kind of have an idea of what you mean by geoengineering, but I need to be sure that I understand it correctly. So, what does geoengineering refer to or mean?
Okay, there are several different types of geoengineering, but the idea is that global warming has become, specifically global warming. There's a lot of earth changes that are going on right now, but
Right. And have always been going on, presumably.
absolutely, change is the norm, and it's only
Mhm.
people and animals too want homeostasis. They want things to stay the same. But change is more the norm. But you know, the idea is that people, by burning hydrocarbons, are putting a lot of gases in the atmosphere that absorb energy and cause the surface temperature of the earth to warm. And this is really simple, well-established physics and chemistry. And it's not the forcing due to greenhouse gases absorbing energy from sunlight and being radiated from the earth. It's not questionable.
So can we say that the Industrial Revolution was essentially accidental geoengineering?
Oh, absolutely. And we're still doing it.
Of course.
So yeah, so the fires that are occurring recently, many of them have been so big that they get through the lower atmosphere where we have weather up into the stratosphere. So they're getting hotter and bigger and changing perhaps the stratosphere itself. So I look at climate always as an and thing. I'm a both person and I'm an and person. So you have natural changes in the climate. Right now we're at the peak of the solar cycle, which wasn't predicted to be as strong as it is, but it is. There are natural things, volcanic eruptions. Sahunga Tonga eruption put a lot of water vapor into the stratosphere, which is
And cooled things off.
so they are still looking at the impact of the water vapor on ozone, for example. The cool things off that David Keith likes to reference was a different volcanic eruption called Pinatubo.
Okay.
And Pinatubo put a lot of ash in the stratosphere.
So water vapor and ash might be different.
Yeah, exactly. But so I'm going to talk about geoengineering in the stratosphere, where the idea is to do synthetically what Pinatubo did naturally, which is put particles there to reflect incoming solar radiation. And it's an attractive idea because the global warming is now manifesting itself in ways that people can sense and feel, and people are dying of extreme heat in places. And
so I'm here in Maine right now.
oh, Maine!
Our hosts told us that the estimate here in Maine is that Maine has lost a month of winter because of climate change, that 4 weeks of winter, probably at either end of a meteorological winter, no longer occur.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Because of phrenology, because biological systems don't necessarily align with the temperature changes. They are able to change only more slowly than the changes that we're seeing in the atmosphere. So it's tempting to say, oh, we got to do something. And getting people to use less energy hasn't been a tractable solution so far. Although, to my mind, regenerative agriculture, for example, would be the kind of solution that would be a win-win